I did my justification report on Connie's Ice Cream Parlor, which is where I am the assistant manager at currently. The problem that I have put forth is poor restaurant procedures causing internal issues and deteriorating the customer experience. For my 3 soft skills are communication, teamwork, and leadership. The first soft skill I would like to discuss is communication. Communication is key in any workplace. If you don't have communication, then nothing is ever going to get done, or nothing that is expected of your employees is ever going to get done. Our biggest form of communication at Connie's is through group me's and group messages, where we can send out daily reminders of what is expected from each employee. Another way to really get the point across would be re-communicating things. If you tell someone to do something once, it's not as likely that they will remember it unless you remind them 2 and 3 times, which is a better way to get across that it is very important for these tasks to be done. Also, through communication, you can come up with ideas as a group instead of just having one person come up with ideas. People can give their feedback. Just overall, if you tell your employees exactly what is expected, then it will help resolve this issue, because then the restaurant procedures that they're doing poorly, by communicating to them the right way to do it, it will allow them to complete their task better in order to make the customer experience better. Now, although communication is a very good way to better the employee experience, another way that we could also better the employee experience is through teamwork. Teamwork is defined in the business world as a group of individuals working together to complete a large task or make a large plan. Teamwork at Connie's is also a very big deal to us, because we are a small knit group, and most of us get along for the most part, but then you also have some people who personalities clash or don't always get along. A big pro to using teamwork would be you accomplishing a goal as a team usually fosters to greater cohesiveness as a workplace. So say you had a big project that just the manager and the assistant manager were starting to work on. Say they couldn't get it done, so they called in all the rest of the employees to try and work on this all together. It would lead to a better relationship, because you spend more time working together, and you spend more time getting to know the person by knowing their strengths and their weaknesses. And instead of just having 2 people work on it, if you did it as a group and put all the teamwork together, you'd probably come out with a better result in the end, because you have more minds putting together more creative ideas. Another big part of teamwork would be holding weekly staff meetings with your team, so that they know exactly what is expected of them for each week. You can get the opening and closing things done properly. Another big thing you could use is making a checklist at work. One thing we did to try and resolve a problem at Connie's is we made an opening checklist and a closing checklist of all the things that you have to do, and you must check all of them off and sign and date at the end of the day or beginning of the day, so you know you have done all of those procedures correctly and promptly. Now that we've discussed how teamwork can benefit the workplace, we can now go into our third soft skill, which is leadership. Leadership is defined by the action of someone leading a group or an organization. It can also lead to very good organization throughout the group, and a better understanding from what is expected from each person. If you don't have a good leader within a workplace, it can really mess up your entire flow and tasks that get done for each week, because if people don't know what's expected of them, then how are they going to know that that's what they're supposed to be doing? Also, if you have a good leader, it can also help boost your employee morale and want people. For me personally, if I'm working under a boss who is very good, very organized, structured, tells me exactly what I need to be doing, it really helps me know what is expected of me, complete my task on time, and that just creates a happy work environment for everyone. Now that we've discussed all three of these soft skills, I would come to what I think is most important. Personally, I think teamwork is the most important because it somewhat contains leadership and communication into one, but also has the aspect of everyone working as a whole to make things better. In conclusion of my report, I talked about how poor restaurant procedures will lead to an unacceptable customer environment. And as a result, I have covered these three soft skills to show how they will improve the customer experience. And so my call to action would be to be able to achieve our goal successfully and adhere to all customers' exact needs. We will need to better our company in each of these categories in order to improve our sales from 5 to 10%. That is all that there is. And here is a video of the poster. And